Hi guys, my name is Peter Murphy Lewis, and I am the host at LTC Heroes. And today I want to invite you to join me on an adventure. It is my adventure in becoming a certified nurse's aide. Before we continue, let's talk about what a CNA does. A certified nursing assistant provides primary care to patients and residents and helps them with daily activities they might have trouble doing independently. But that's not all. Part of a CNA's duty is to take and record vital signs and comply with all safety and health regulations. Let's continue. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time. Over the last year, I've interviewed 50 plus executives in long-term care, and they talk to me about the challenges that they are overcoming, the obstacles that they have confronted, not only in COVID, but related to staffing, related to reimbursements, related to culture, related to QAPI. Many of these things, first of all, I'd never heard of them. Two, secondly, I didn't understand them. And along the way, I met so many people who had strong opinions that in order to be great in long-term care, you had to come at it from a clinical point of view, even if you are worried about the financial bottom line. It was individuals like Bob Spillman who told me that went and did his certification, and then talking to individuals like Dr. Bill Thomas and Dr. Mike Wasserman, who believe that having some type of clinical background is critical to being a leader in this field.
When they're running a building and somebody comes in and says, I just can't clean this room faster than 30 minutes, they can say, well, I know it can be done in like 8 minutes because I used to clean the room in 8 minutes myself. And they're like, you used to clean rooms? Like, oh yeah.
I think the further you get away from the facility, the less connected you are with how to solve a problem. So in a nutshell, I'm all about the individual. I like to give them a lot of latitude to make the call.
My learnings over the past 20 years or so have definitely changed the way I approach things. Like I had mentioned earlier, very methodical, very data orientated, but I've come to realize how much that data affects the patients, or the patients are affected, that's driving the data. So being more patient-centered is something that I'm maturing into my career.
So that's what I went out and did. I want you to join me as I go down the path of getting my certification. I ended up doing an interview with the owner of the Certification Training Center in Wichita, Kansas, Dianne Powell.
And how long did you work as a CNA? And then what was the next rung in the ladder as you climbed up in long-term care?
Well, I worked as a CNA probably less than a full year, and then I decided to take MedAid. And in fact, I started taking every little class I could, because once I found out there were payer sources, I was elated. I had no idea about that. And I felt, being a little bit older than most of the people who might go in to be a CNA, I was worried that I wouldn't have study habits. I was worried that I couldn't pass. Once I got that under my belt, once I had a taste of success, and then I took the CMA, which is the Certified Medication Assistant, and then I took home health aid. I took every class I could. If it was coming at me, I took it, and that really helped me to build my self-esteem. And I applied to LPN, and I couldn't believe that I got in. I thought, oh my goodness. And I was terrified that I probably would not pass. But I thought, well, I have to try. Every step of that it empowered me, and helped me feel my own worth. It took me from a place of disparity to a place, and this is over a matter of years, of course, to a place where I was proud of myself and felt very satisfied and good.
Specifically about that process and how she climbed the ladder, and how I am trying to do it as well. But I want to document that process so that you can consider joining long-term care.
Let's go check out the CNA training that I'm excited to do online. Allied. Here. Let's go to
View dates. It's all the training that I need. The basic skills, vital signs, assisting residents with activities of daily living. So that means dressing, bathing, eating, and walking. Foundation. This is where I can climb the ladder. No age requirement, just an email address. Here's the courses, the skills, and the clinicals. Let's get into this.
It's a rewarding industry, and I want to make sure that we evidence, instead of just telling, rather we show it. So what do you say? It's not every day a 41-year-old old man like me decides to become a CNA. I hope you'll enjoy the process. I know that I'm going to. Talk to you soon.